Hi, and welcome to another Plasma screencast. It's been a while, but we're back. As you can see, it's a pretty balmy 30.5 degrees Celsius here in Calgary where I'm at. So if I sound a bit groggy, that would probably be why. I don't deal well with the heat. As you can see, we're looking at the weather in the weather engine, which provides quite a bit of data these days. It also supports not only Canadian weather anymore, but also weather in the United States via the National Oceanography and Atmospheric Association, the NOAA. So if I type in another area, this time down the States, whoops, there we go. I can actually see what it's like in Cake Airport, somewhere in the United States. I'm sure that's useful to someone who lives in Cake. So, and it's plugin based, so we can actually add as many different data sources as we want. Personally, right now, all I care about is I wish it was cooler than 30, and it feels about twice that in my house right now. But that's not really what I wanted to show you. What I wanted to share with everyone today was the number of applets and other add-ons that we're getting for Plasma these days and what impact that's having on the direction of things. So I've got a few of the applets loaded here. I don't have all of them loaded. As you can see, there's quite a few and they're growing week by week. Just to give you a quick tour, I mean, we started with this guy, right? He was our first pride and joy, the little analog clock. We now have a digital clock, and there's a nice little animation. If you watch this during the screencast, it'll eventually flip over in the minute, and this will animate down, much like the old train schedule tickers do. This is the picture applet. It's showing a picture right now from the Wikipedia picture of the day, and we've got nice little animations here from Phase Animator, allowing you to reload it. There's a file watcher here. It's actually watching a backtrace. It probably isn't going to change, but if the file did change, it would update here. We've got battery status. We've got network status. You can see network is happening here. We've also got media notification, so that when you plug something in, you actually get a little thing that slides out of the corner here and says, hey, you've got something new. What do you want me to do with it? This is a much nicer approach, I think, than the dreaded pop-up dialog, or at least I dread it. And it says, hey, I'm going to take over your screen for a second and you're going to pay attention to me. What do you want to do with this DVD? We've got, of course, the old button is still there. What's interesting now is instead of just having the one button, we actually have, you can have up to 4 different actions. They're just queue actions that you plug in and they show up over top of the icon as you assign them. And you can assign and remove them as well. So we've actually got a proper API for that now. This is Twitter. We're seeing a growing number of web service-based plasmoids bringing the web services right to the desktop. So this one is Twitter, which is a microblogger, and it allows us to, well, microblog. So as you can see here, I said I'm making a screencast. I'm watching Will Wheaton's blog as well as the fellow who wrote this, although I don't see him on here right now, which is pretty neat. So I can also add things here. This is take 2 of the screencast. Hit enter, the animation comes up, status upload succeeded, and then it fades out and disappears, and boom. This is take 2 of the screencast. And anybody that's watching mine on their desktop would see this updated as well. We have Notepad, so you can take notes, and this is of course fully themable with SVG. We have even the beginning of a little task manager. It's very basic right now, doesn't do a whole lot, but it's kind of a proof of concept. And what's neat is that we've actually got a data engine for tasks or windows. So this is actually feeding out of a data engine and not actually asking the window manager directly. That's very, very neat. That's going to make it very easy for people to create, different taskbars, which is something we said right from the beginning. EBN, I said, they're popping up on a weekly basis. Things are happening so quickly that I can't really keep track of all of the additions. On IRC today, I said I would really like to see an English Breakfast Network plugin so that we can, have a little thing on our desktop that shows how many defects we have in various parts of KDE and whether it's going up and down. And someone's like, dude, there's already a weather engine or a EBN engine. You don't know, you didn't see it? And I was like, no, I didn't. So I actually looked, and sure enough, there it was. And we're looking at the defects in KDE base. There's 3 main top level modules there, 4 I guess, runtime, apps, workspace, and dock. Plasma is in workspace along with a ton of other code, and as you can see, you've got quite a few defects. I actually knocked off a whole bunch of those just a little while ago when I saw that, which is the whole point of being able to see the EBN updates as they happen. So that's very cool. So in addition to lots of applets, we're getting more and more data engines as well. So what impact is this all having? Well, we've because there's these are all written by different people. There's I think the most plasmoids that one person's written is two. So there's a lot of different people poking at the API right now, and it's really providing a lot of very useful feedback for us to know well what's working and what isn't working. What's also cute is we're seeing, this is the dictionary applet. We're seeing cute little, well, I'm noticing cute little Easter eggs as well. I just noticed this one today. If you type in plasma, ooh, I know that one. You want an actual definition? Yeah, no fun. And as you can see, you can actually page between definitions now. And so you can see, if there's more than one returned, you can actually page through them. Kind of neat. Some really neat stuff happening.